Hello, student. Today we are going to discuss about overhead distribution. So, overhead distribution means suppose any company will be having different kinds of departments, and then the overhead cost how they will distribute among the departments. So that we are going to learn in this problem. So when we are having different kinds of cost like rent, indirect wages, or lighting, or you can say the depreciation, in that case, how we will distribute among the departments. So it's not like that we can distribute these are the cost equally among the departments. We cannot do that. So there are some parameters based on that, and how much will be the usage based on that we have to distribute it. So here are you can see in the question, this company, they are having three production department, one A, B, C, and two service department, that is D and E. And they have given some of the overhead costing expenses like rent and rates, indirect wages, and depreciation of machinery, general lighting, power, and sundries. Sundries means other expenses. So these are the expenses. When we are going to distribute among these all five departments, we cannot distribute equally, and there are some parameter based on that we need to distribute. So what are those parameters? So rent and rates, always we need to distribute based on floor space or the square feet. You can see for each and every department they have given you the details. Indirect wages, always we need to distribute based on the direct wages, right? So here you can see for A, B, C, D, E, they have given you the ratio, the details of the direct wages. Depreciation machinery, we need to distribute on the value of the machinery or the asset value. Whichever informations are available, based on that only we need to distribute. General lighting, we need to distribute based on the number of light points. So here two things are there. We can distribute based on number of light points or the square feet or the area also. So if in the question they have given you the details about number of light points, so we need to distribute about the general lighting based on the number of light points. Suppose in the question the light points is not given, then our second choice will be the square feet or the floor space. So power, we need to distribute power on the HP of machines, and sundries we need to distribute based on the direct wages. So now what we will do, we will calculate the total overhead cost. But here one thing is there, we are having three main department, that is given here, three production department A, B, C, and two service department D and E. Service department means this D and E, they are providing supports to this ABC. So they are just providing the help and supports whatever they this production department is needed, they are doing it. So what we will do, whenever in the question they have given you the service department, always we need to start, first thing always we need to start with the direct expenses. So in this question you see they have given you the details of direct wages. So some other question you can see they will be giving you the details of direct materials also. So if they have given you direct materials and direct wages in the question, the details is given. So always for service department only, we need to start with the direct expenses or direct wages or the direct materials. So always here, as the service department is there, we need to start with the direct wages. So for service department, direct wages only we need to consider, that is 1500 and 500. Now rent and rates is given. I told rent and rates we need to distribute based on the floor space. So for each and every department floor space is given. So we need to find out the ratios of this, and based on this ratio we can distribute the total cost of 5,000. So if you can distribute with the ratios of this 5,000 rupees, then for ABC it will come 1,000, 1,250, 1,500, 1,000, and 250. So the same way we can distribute the indirect wages. Indirect wages we need to distribute based on the direct wages. So direct wages also details are given. So based on this ratio we have to distribute the indirect wages. Next, we are having depreciation of the machinery. Depreciation of the machinery, I told value of the machines are given. So based on this value of the machines, we need to find out the ratios and we can distribute it. After that, the next expenses, what they have given, general lighting. So general lighting, always I told, we are having two parameters to distribute. First one is number of light points. If in the question number of light points are not given, then we can go ahead with the square feet. As in this question, the number of light points are given, so directly we can distribute the general lighting with the number of light points. So here, for number of light points, we have find out the ratios. Here the ratios are given: 10 is to 15 is to 20 is to 10 is to 5. So based on that, we can distribute. After the power always we need to distribute based on the HP of machines. HP means horsepower. Horsepower of the machinery we can distribute. And then sundries means it is the other expenses. So other expenses always we need to distribute based on our direct wages. If they have given you any of the expenses where the parameters is not clear, like sundries or other expenses, like this kind of expenses, in that case it is the best way to distribute these expenses based on the direct wages. But that doesn't mean that you can distribute rent and rates, depreciation are based on direct wages. That is not the correct way. But if the sundry expenses are given or other expenses are given, in that case the parameters will be the direct wages. So here we have distributed all the expenses. Now our last job will be to calculate the total. So if you can calculate A, B, C, D, E total, we can get the total department overhead. So this is how the primary distribution will come. So primary distribution means when the overhead cost we are distributing among our departments. So after primary distribution, we are having the secondary distribution. What is the secondary distribution? Secondary distribution means whenever we are having the service department, after getting the total cost from the primary distribution, the same total cost will be distributed among A, B, C. So here, the D and E, we are having two service department, and the total cost is 4,625, and for E 1,575. These two total cost we need to distribute among A, B, C. Now you will be asking how we will be distributing it. So to distribute the secondary, service department cost among the production department, there are two methods. One is the repeated method or the continuous method. Another one is simultaneous equation method. So these two method we are going to discuss into the next class. By the time we will finish it off, the primary distribution in this class. Thank you.